Hello, Shel. Where are we off to today then?
We're not going anywhere.
Aren't we?
Well, we're only going to the garage
Ah, what's that?
to get our MOT.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten about that.
MOT tomorrow.
MOT guys, woo!
I know, it's a bit scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I thought was I'd take the opportunity to winterize the van before it goes.
All right.
Because it could be in for a while and it might be parked outside in the yard of the garage. So and it's the middle of November. So I wanted to make sure we drained all the tanks down, emptied the boiler, emptied the water pump.
All right.
And all that stuff, so that if the garage have to leave it parked outside and there's a sudden frost, we won't be worrying that the van's going to get a freeze inside. And I thought I'd give it a quick clean because we had a bit of a last hurrah in the van for the last month, haven't we?
We have.
We've been away more than we've been home,
yes,
haven't
we?
Because we're
have.
sort of scared we're not going to get our MOT, aren't we?
Well,
our poor old
I
vanny.
wouldn't be surprised if we didn't.
32 years old,
Yeah.
It's always nerve-wracking.
It is, yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a quick tidy up and then I'm going to empty out the under the sink cupboard so I can get the water pump, drain it down, drain down the taps and the boiler, and then have a quick hoover around and a quick wipe down and a quick tidy because we haven't done much over the last month. We've just been enjoying ourselves.
Okay.
Are you going to do some filming while I'm doing the bits,
Yeah.
draining the tank and that?
Yeah, I'll do the back of your head if you want.
Oh, as long as it's not my bottom like
Well,
it
you
normally
probably will
is.
be because you'll be in the cupboards.
I will have my head in the cupboard part of the time and under the van part of the time.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's raining.
I know.
Oh.
And we've got to do this because you've got no choice. But the other thing we've got to do is get the fence off the van
Oh yeah, the fence is leaning on the wing mirror.
because it collapsed with
What?
all the storm we had.
Yeah, take a picture.
Yeah.
All right, do that. What a carry on. We better go.
All right.
Get on. Get moving. Not much run here with the trellis fell down.
No, there ain't. Is that it? Is it draining?
Yeah, it's coming out now.
It's like a fiddle.
I know, it's a tiny little pipe.
That's going to take hours.
It is. I'm running the taps so that I can drain the water tank a bit quicker.
Good
But you
idea.
have to be careful so that you don't run the pump on an empty tap. So, or run the pump on an empty tank. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to it to see when all the bubbles start.
Right.
So next I have to empty the cupboard out at the bottom.
Well,
Oh,
that's
look,
easy.
You can see we've been travelling.
That's easy to empty. They just open the doors.
Everything's in a muddle. It's the bottom one I have to empty because that's where you get access to the water pump, is at the back of the cupboard. This is the dirty water jug. That's starting to gurgle a bit. This sounds like the kitchen, under the kitchen sink cupboard, same purpose. You keep all your cleaning stuff in there and all that sort of thing. And all your toilet rolls and your kitchen towels. Washing soap for the laundry. Cleaning cloths. I'm starting to hear air running through the water pump. So I turn that off, and we have to make sure we turn this switch off too, which is the water pump, because once we've got no water we don't want the pump running at all. Right, so I just show in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the water pump lives. We've got a bit of insulation in there, and we've got some bits of wood to stop things sliding down the back of the van where they disappear and we can't find them at all. So what I'm going to do, that's the pump, and in this little flap under here is where the filter bowl is, and it's the filter bowl that you have to get off. It lives under here. Where does it live? I can't find it. Peter, I'm confused now. I've lost what I'm doing. I know where the thing I want, but I can't find it. No, I just saw a bit of advice, really. It's not under there, is it? Oh, I can see it. Right, so we need to go under here and have a look. And what we need to do is we need to drain this little thing here. You can just about see it. Oh, let's see if we can get a better shot of it. Just next to it is a little plastic bowl. That's the filter bowl, and you need to empty that, because even when you drain the system down, water sits in it, and if it was to freeze, it would pop it off and possibly crack it, and that would be trouble when you switch it back on again. So that's the next little job. Once the tank's emptied, we'll take this off and get the filter out.
What's that you got there then now?
That's the filter and the pot. So that and that goes on the incoming water. And look, that's all the dirt that the filter's collected.
Oh yeah.
See it? All the grit and stuff that's come up from the tank. That's the little filter, and that's the pot. I've put a cloth underneath the hole.
Right.
And as soon as it stopped dripping, there's only drips coming out, no real water.
Right.
I'll take the wet cloth out and just leave a dry cloth under it just in case anything comes out.
Okay.
That's all there was. Weren't much there, darling.
Okay.
Now that's done under there, what I can do is I can put back all the toilet rolls and kitchen towels and all that stuff, because there's no water under there now, so you have to take them out because they just soak it up if you spill anything. So these can all go back in now. Done. Water boiler now. That's the drain point for the boiler. So we have to unscrew that. You need to have little hands, more than one. Unscrew that. Drop that straight down the toilet, but Pete told me to shut the blade and see if any water comes out. Tiny, tiny little bit. Let me get that. Nothing. I'll lay that there. That'll catch any drips. This is our bits that we take off to drain down the van, and we don't put them back. We leave the outlets open. So we always put them in a box somewhere, because come next spring when you want to start using the van again, then you won't find them. So in a box, lid on, and put it up in the crockery cupboard, because you'll always find it in there. There we go. Done. What are you doing there?
I'm opening. Hang on. It's pink for poop.
Pink for pooper.
I'm opening the cassette.
Okay.
Take the cassette out because we need to empty it.
Yeah, you want to empty it and have it completely dried out, don't you?
It's a bit wet in here.
We have had horrendous rain and wind though, haven't we?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the cassette.
I emptied the shower into it as well.
Ah. Right, I'll empty that later on.
Okay.
Right, there.
Oh, that weren't the cassette. Right, now we have to empty the cistern.
Cistern, which you can do.
Okay.
Being as you've got little fingers.
Yes. Right, this is for the flushing. Needs a bit of a clean off, doesn't it? This is something you do every so often, isn't it? Clean it all out. This is where you put your flushing liquid. In our case, we use green, and this always has something in it. So you have to undo this little pipe and let it all out. And it's good because in here, I don't know if you can see, it gets full of bits. So the bits in it.
Yeah.
So now it's drained, I can clean all those bits out and clean all this off. Something else to put in our little pot.
What's that little tube at the back there?
That little tube is how you empty the cistern. This is just the filler to put the chemical in. This one here shows you how much water. I have to leave this out a bit. This one here shows you how much water's in your cistern. And what you do is you pop this one out like this. And then you tip it down, and that's your cistern emptying then. And you have to do that because if you empty the cistern from inside, it doesn't take the stuff out the bottom of the tank. Whereas this takes it right out, so there's nothing left. And this is green in it, so it's all right. We're just running it onto the floor. It's just septic tank safe green. So. There you go, shower tray nice and clean, toilet nice and clean, all done. Don't forget to take everything you need out of the van while it's off at the garage. That includes the map book for planning the next trip.
How you doing?
Alright, I'm done really. I'm just wiping the dust off. So.
Right, I've got the fence out of the way.
Well done, thank you.
Undo the electricity.
I can't hear you.
Shall I undo the electricity?
I'm using the blower just now because I'm trying to dry things out.
Okay.
Just leave it for a bit.
Yeah,
I've taken the thingy off though.
Alright, no problem.
Thanks, darling.
Hope you enjoyed the video
If you did, give us a thumbs up.
and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.